There is a specific type of person you have definitely met, but probably know nothing about. They have an account, but the profile picture is empty. Their feed has 0 posts. They watch, they scroll, but they never upload. Most people assume these individuals are boring, shy, or just hiding something, but psychology tells us a very different story. These ghosts often possess a rare and powerful personality trait that the rest of the world has lost. We are examining the silent power of the people who never post. If you didn't post it, it didn't happen. The default setting for modern humans is to broadcast everything. But the people who don't post are rebelling against this fundamental rule. Consider the character of Elliot Alderson from Mr. Robot. He exists in the tech world, but he stays practically invisible. This isn't an accident, it is a choice. When someone refuses to participate in the digital show, they are signaling that they don't need an audience to validate their existence. Everyone else is performing for likes, but these individuals are simply living. They are the ghosts in the machine, and their silence is an act of independence. A psychological truth might sting a little. The urge to post often comes from a gap in self-esteem. We post a selfie because we want someone to tell us we look good. We post a vacation photo because we want people to know we are successful. But the person who never posts possesses what psychologists call secure self-validation. They have an internal anchor. They know they had a great vacation, so they don't need you to know it. It is the difference between being rich and acting rich. The loudest people in the room are often the most insecure, whereas the quietest ones, like the stoic Thomas Shelby in Peaky Blinders, hold the advantage. They validate themselves, so your like button is useless to them. It is ironic that some of the most famous people on Earth are the ones who hate social media the most. Take Cillian Murphy or Christian Bale. These are men who could have millions of followers in an hour. But they choose 0 because they understand that mystery creates value. When you know what a celebrity ate for breakfast, they become ordinary. When you know nothing about them, they become legends. This is the Cillian Murphy effect. By withholding access, they increase their worth. People who don't post are applying this same principle to their daily lives. They aren't available to everyone. You have to earn the right to know what they are up to. Amidst oversharing, privacy has become the ultimate status symbol. In the movie The Truman Show, Jim Carrey discovers his entire life is a TV show for other people's entertainment. Social media has turned us all into Truman Burbank. But we are the ones holding the cameras. We produce our own reality shows for free. The people who don't post have walked out of the studio door. They realize that documenting a moment often kills the moment. You cannot be fully present in a sunset if you are worrying about the lighting for Instagram. By refusing to post, these people protect the purity of their memories. They keep their moments for themselves, not for the content machine. They are the only ones who are truly free from the studio. If you're finding this analysis fascinating, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We explore the psychology of human behavior every single week, and you won't want to miss what is coming next. We now return to the hidden traits. Every time you see a red notification badge, your brain releases a hit of dopamine. It is the same chemical released during gambling. Most of society is chemically dependent on this digital loop. But the non-poster has broken this chain. They don't rely on the cheap thrill of a like to feel good. This suggests a high level of impulse control and long-term thinking. The rest of the world chases short-term hits, but these individuals invest in long-term satisfaction. It is similar to the discipline we see in high-performance athletes or focused characters like Bruce Wayne. They don't have time for cheap distractions because they are focused on a bigger mission. You learn more by listening than by speaking. On social media, you learn more by scrolling than by posting. The people who never post are often the most observant people in the room. They see everything. They know who is dating who is traveling, and who is having a breakdown, all without giving away a single detail about themselves. This is a strategic position. In a game of information, they hold the advantage. They are like the quiet detective in a crime thriller who solves the case while everyone else is arguing. By remaining silent, they gather information without exposing their own vulnerabilities. Social media is a highlight reel. We edit our lives to look perfect. But the person who doesn't post refuses to participate in this lie. They value authenticity over curation. They know that a photo of a dinner isn't the dinner itself. This trait of valuing the real over the represented is becoming incredibly rare in 2025. It signals a personality that is grounded in reality. They prefer messy, complicated, actual life over the polished, filtered version. The character Walter Mitty eventually stops taking photos because he realizes the experience is what matters. These people have made that same realization. They choose the dirt and the grit of real life over the glossy pixel. The internet can be a cruel place. One wrong tweet or one misunderstood photo can ruin a reputation. The people who stay offline are highly risk-aware. They understand that once you put something on the internet, you lose control of it forever. It can be screenshotted, shared, and twisted. By not posting, they maintain 100% control over their narrative. This isn't paranoia. It is intelligent risk management. It is the same reason why top-tier spies or high-level CEOs often have zero digital footprint. If you give the world nothing to attack, you become invincible. In a culture of cancellation, silence is the ultimate shield. The non-poster creates a filter for their relationships. If you want to know how they are doing, you have to actually text them or call them. You cannot just passively watch their story. This forces a deeper level of connection. Their friendships are intentional, not accidental. The average person has 500 friends they haven't spoken to in years, but the non-poster focuses on the 5 people who actually matter. This aligns with the psychological concept of Dunbar's number, which suggests we can only maintain a few real relationships. These people would rather have a deep conversation with one person than get 100 surface-level likes from strangers. There is a popular quote: "Work hard in silence. Let your success be the noise." People who don't post are often busy building something real. They don't have time to update their status because they are too busy working on their status. In the film The Social Network, everyone was obsessed with using the platform, but the creators were obsessed with building it. The non-posters are the builders. They are often high achievers who view social media as a distraction from their goals. They understand that telling people what you are going to do drains the energy you need to actually do it. They keep their moves hidden until the results are undeniable. Posting on social media invites an emotional roller coaster. If you get 100 likes, you feel high. If you get 0, you feel low. This constant fluctuation causes anxiety and mood swings. The person who opts out of this system maintains a much more stable emotional baseline. They are not letting an algorithm dictate their mood for the day. Psychological studies in 2024 and 2025 have repeatedly shown that heavy social media users score higher on neuroticism, whereas non-users score higher on emotional stability. By removing the feedback loop, they remove the anxiety. They are the captains of their own emotional ships, sailing through calm waters while everyone else battles a storm. Ironically, people who don't post often have more main character energy than those who do. When you are constantly recording yourself, you are acting like the cameraman of your own life, not the star. The star is in the moment, experiencing the action. The cameraman is on the sidelines, observing it. People who don't post are refusing to be the cameraman. They are busy being the protagonist. They don't need to prove to the audience that the plot is interesting. They are too busy living through the plot twists. This quiet confidence is magnetic. It draws people in because it feels real, grounded, and substantial. We all know FOMO, the fear of missing out. It drives us to check our phones constantly. But the non-poster has embraced JOMO, the joy of missing out. They are perfectly content not knowing what the trends are. They don't care about the latest viral dance or the newest internet drama. This ignorance is bliss. It frees up massive amounts of mental space. Consider how much brain power you would have if you didn't know about every celebrity scandal or political Twitter fight. These people have reclaimed that mental space. They use it for hobbies, for reading, for their families. They aren't missing out on life. They are the only ones actually catching it. Consider who you trust with your secrets. We naturally trust the friend who acts as a vault over the friend who posts everything. We gravitate toward private people when we need support, because we know they respect boundaries. The person who never posts signals that they understand the value of discretion. In an era where leaks are common, being a vault is a superpower. This makes them better friends and better partners. They offer a safe harbor in a world prone to leaks. Their silence isn't just about them. It is a promise of safety to everyone around them. This rare trait is autonomy. The person who never posts has retained the ability to define themselves on their own terms. They are not products for consumption. They are human beings. In a world demanding we sell ourselves constantly, refusing to sell is the ultimate act of rebellion. The empty profile isn't empty at all. It is full of life, full of secrets, and full of a piece that most of us have forgotten. They haven't disappeared. They have just woken up. Next time you see a profile with no photos, don't feel sorry for them. Feel inspired. They are reminding us that life is meant to be felt, not just seen. You don't have to delete your accounts to learn from them. Just try for one day to experience a beautiful moment and keep it entirely for yourself. Be the ghost in the machine. You will likely find that the best memories are the ones with no witnesses.